Guys, if you've been to a few weddings, you've probably witnessed more than a few rituals. From something blue to throwing the bouquet to feeding each other cake. But one of the most iconic rituals, guests showering the newlyweds with rice as they make their grand exit, well, that makes for a really great photo. But have you ever stopped to wonder where this tradition comes from? Well, let me tell you the story behind throwing rice at weddings. This age-old ritual is more than just a photo op. Throwing rice at weddings goes way back, like ancient times back. Traditionally, rice was a symbol of prosperity, fertility, and good fortune. The tossing of it at a couple was akin to wishing them a life full of abundance. In ancient Rome, guests often tossed wheat or barley at weddings in honor of Ceres, the goddess of agriculture, fertility, and family. Ancient Greece performed similar practices as an offering to their goddess of the harvest, Demeter. But the practice wasn't limited to ancient classical regions. While the West offered wheat and barley, in Asian cultures, rice featured prominently through various rituals as it represented abundance. In China, for instance, rice was scattered around newlyweds to bless the union or offered to ancestors to gain their favor for the marriage. In India, one of the most meaningful customs is akshata, in which dyed grains of rice are showered on the bride and groom as a symbol of abundance, fertility, and divine favor. Over time, rice arrived in Europe via the trade routes from Asia. It was initially considered a luxury item. It was expensive and rare. As it became more prevalent and accessible, it began being used more in ceremonial contexts. By the 19th century, throwing rice at weddings became a widespread tradition in Western cultures. In recent decades, though, the tradition of throwing rice has shifted as couples opt for alternatives that are better suited to specific venues. You might be invited to shower the couple with dried flower petals or even bubbles. Why the switch? Well, primarily nowadays it's at the discretion of the venue. Rice can be very difficult to clean up and even offer a potential slip and fall hazard. It is not, however, a risk to avian health as many believe. On the contrary, birds are very well adapted to consuming uncooked rice and do so all around the world. Honestly, I'm not sure how that rumor got started, but it's a myth from the 80s, kind of like shoulder pads being a good idea. Whatever the choice thrown, the heart of the tradition remains the same. Showering the newlyweds with every good wish for a wonderfully abundant future as they start their journey together. And that's the story of why we throw rice at weddings. Hey, if you like this video, give us a thumbs up. Please subscribe, leave a comment, and let us know what you're curious about. We'd love to know, and maybe we can feature your burning question on the next Have You Ever Wondered? Thanks for watching.